welcome back to the program. Now, if you just joined us, I am with Mr. Andrew Kamau, the PS in the Department of Petroleum, and we are discussing about petroleum in Kenya. Now, let us talk about the skill gap that we have in Kenya, and I want to know, how is the petroleum sector prepared to handle the challenge in order to create jobs for Kenyans?
Well, the first thing we needed to do is to find out, because it's a new industry, where these gaps are. So we've undertaken a skills gap analysis, a study, to find out where the problems are. You'll be surprised. One of the things, there are no, shall I say, there are very few, number one, welders in Kenya who can weld petroleum pipe and to petroleum standards. People who drive bulldozers, backhoes, mobile cranes, there's also a big shortage of those kind of people. There's a shortage of qualified electricians. There's a shortage of qualified people who know how to wire, instrumentation, control, for starters. I mean, there are many, many other areas, but I think those four are where the main issues are. So we had to start and find out where the problems were. Once that's been done, you see in December, the president set up the State Department for Technical Vocational Education Training. So there's clearly a focus within government for those sort of skills. I mean, the other things like engineering and stuff like that, because they are there, but where Kenyans can make a real impact in the oil industry is on the technical vocation. So once we've done that, the oil companies, of course, have been investing. Let's say, for example, Africa Oil and Tullow have invested in Lodwar Polytechnic in delivering these skills. People like Technical University of Kenya, the Technical University of Mombasa, they are also looking and seeing how they can capitalize on this industry. So there's a lot of discussion going on between these educational institutions and industry, because what we've seen in the past is graduates from industry are not field ready. So they've got the documents, but you tell them, okay, fine, let's go and weld pipe under pressure or something like that. It's not going to happen. So there's a lot of discussion going on between institutions and the industry. Yeah.
So how long do you think it's going to take Kenya, in your own opinion, to reach to a point of, like, maybe Nigeria or Angola, which are the leading in production of petroleum oil in Africa?
The people who we should be trying to emulate are the Filipinos, because they have the most skills and the way they've developed. It's going to take us some time, but what we are doing is there are already people who know how to wire, who know how to weld, exhaust and things like that. So we've gone for, rather than saying, okay, we're going to start fresh with new people, we are adopting something called competence-based training. So we look at, what do you have now? What do you know now? And how can we change those skills to bring you to the next level, which is oil and gas? Yeah? So that's what we're doing. So it can, depending on your level of competence, it can be anything from 6 months to 8 months, but maybe a year. So that's where we're starting with those people. So if you are a Juakali welder, you should not feel like you've missed a boat. You can still get upskilled to be able to do that. So that's where we're going. But many more people. Part of the problem also is young people don't want to do those jobs. Yeah, so we need the media, parents, schools, to tell people that, these are well-paying jobs. Just to give you an example, if you look at accounting, accounting is actually a vocational training skill. But if you go to schools that teach accounting, a lot of the people who are there are BCom students from university who are learning accounting. So if you're doing engineering, what stops you from getting a practical skill in let's say, being a mechanic? Yeah.
Okay, now as we wrap up, ERC now regulates petroleum. Are you happy with what ERC is doing?
They're doing a good job. I mean, I think people see their fuel prices are quite low, energy prices are quite low, or the movements are not too erratic. So I think they're doing a good job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Final words. That's your camera. Tell Kenyans something.
I think what I would like Kenyans to know is there's an opportunity out there in the oil industry. It's not just for engineers, petroleum engineers, geologists. This issue on skills is very important. And there's an opportunity for jobs. Jobs are there. If you can just decide that the office work is not the most exciting and give vocational training a chance, I think you can see there's an opportunity where these jobs are not only for Kenya, but they are the whole world. You can go anywhere in the world because the oil industry is everywhere in the world. I think that's what I'd like to pass on.
Thank you for watching Parastatal TV. Until next time, I am Andrew Kamau.